Hello and welcome to the model review for February. The loco that I'm going to review today I've actually reviewed already, but in a different livery, so it's going to be a very brief review and plenty of running shots of the loco in action. Okay, so any questions, comments, please get in touch as always. The model up for review today is Hornby's R2702 and it's a BR Intercity HST in executive livery. The version of the executive livery also known as Swallow or Swift livery because of obviously the emblem on the side here with the block capital Intercity italics. Obviously picked out. I'll show you for the side here. See, it's italic. This is obviously one of the nationwide liveries used by British Rail, and this was the last one to be used before privatisation gave us the colourful, diverse power car liveries of today. It's obviously seen as one of the very popular ones, and Hornby had it on their catalogue from 2009 to 2011, so that in itself is unusual, and it proves the popularity of this particular livery. Nowadays Hornby only do 1 year runs on particular liveries, so obviously in that time a lot of these were produced. However, that doesn't mean to say getting a hold of one of these is easy. Obviously it's been out of production now for 5+ years. I picked this one up on eBay just at the turn of the year there. It was a new and unused example. I don't think it had been at the tissue paper. I paid a pretty penny for it, I can tell you, but to get one in mint condition was what I was after. I've been after one of these liveries for, I took up the hobby in late 2012 and I've been after one since then. Hornby haven't seen fit to re-release this, and I got fed up waiting, frankly. And when the new Hornby catalogue was announced, that was the last straw. I thought, no, I'm going to have to track one of these down. Sod's law, the Hornby will probably reproduce one of these, in late 2017-18, and I'll have paid a premium for this one for very short gain, but I don't really care. I just wanted one. This particular power car is named John Wellesley, and he was actually an Anglican cleric in the 18th century. Did I know that before I looked it on Google? No, I didn't, but now I do. That's really all I've got to say about him. The model itself was built in the Sandakan factory in China, and it was where all Hornby products were produced prior to about 2012 when it ran into difficulties and went bust. That's what led to the problems with supply with Hornby models. So being one of those models, it is immaculately produced, engineered, and the quality of the fit and the finish. When the new HSTs came out in 2013, 2014 from a different supplier, you could tell straight away that they weren't up to the quality of finish as the Sandakan models. I believe the new HSTs, the ones now, they're getting better. Like the anniversary pack that's at the far of your screen there. This was a good, successful livery for them. However, the first version of the executive wasn't so well produced, fit and finish wise, as the one that is in front of the camera here. Okay. Looking at the nose, the raspberry ripple, or the red and white stripe, is picked out superbly, and it goes above the light cluster, and the light cluster kind of eats into it very slightly, which is as per the prototype. The lenses have got the silver frame round them, and the detail in the cab is up to the usual standards, as we expect from the Hornby HST. There are two semicircle kind of marks on the kind of lip there underneath the windscreen wiper. Can anyone tell me what they signify? They're not on my other ones. They're on both power cars in the Swallow livery, but I don't know why. The yellow that they've used for this is quite a rich yellow, and looking at pictures of the actual prototype in this livery, it was a very rich yellow in comparison to, say, the BR blue-grey one, but it is very well picked out, and I say the fit and finish and the paint is immaculate and flawless. This obviously is one with the exhaust baffles fitted at the top, as it would have been running at that time. Only the very early power cars didn't have the baffles fitted to the roof. Getting a hold of the power cars was difficult enough, but then getting a rake of matching coaches proved equally challenging. I was lucky, however. A quick chance look on eBay, saw a chap selling 2 standard opens, a buffet and a TGS coach, along with a first one that's sitting in front of you here. So I snapped them up. They were a reasonable price, and then I managed to pick up another first from an online shop that was new and unused. And then, as chance would have it, some more came up, so I was able to complete a rake of 7. It's the standard open ones that are the rarest, with the first and the buffet cars and the TGSs being more, I'd say, common, but they're rare as well. But you know, the standard open ones are rarer. This particular Mark III from Hornby has got the narrower couplings on it. Hornby have gone back to a wider coupling. See, that's got kind of a V-shaped coupling, as opposed to more of a rounded one on the newer releases. The paint finish on this is superb. You know, I can't fault them in any way. These are the untinted glass versions, but in themselves they're still quite dark, so they still look good. But obviously, if you bought them now, they'd be a darker glazing on them. So that's me kind of covered the power cars and some of the coaches. I've got a rake on the layout. I'll show you some running shots of this superb Hornby example in action. Okay, that's it for this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to post any comments or questions, I look forward to reading them. Cheers just now.